Hi folks, Job Lot Comics here. Since it's Halloween, we're having a look at some old Bronze Age horror comics this time. It's Midnight, The Witching Hour from DC, and it's a Bronze Age. It's got another cracking cover here. Pretty sure it's Nick Cardy. I could be wrong, I'm not sure if it's that face there that kind of gives it away from the guy in the middle, not those two goofballs that are dragging him into this courtroom with skeletons, bringing the prisoner to face his judge and jury. Good lord, what a nightmare. So I think this was 1971? 5? Good lord, not even close. And we've got three witches here who are the hosts of the Witching Hour, and they would present the stories, but there was always a kind of little funny bit at the beginning and usually at the end, a sort of wrap around. And then you would get your stories. So we've got Carol Wessler here doing the script chores on this here, and it's the Phantom Theatre, and it's your usual kind of Bronze Age stuff. These were all little twist in the tail type stories. They were pretty much run of the mill, and they would churn these out relentlessly. The funny thing about them is there's such such good value. A lot of these stories have sort of strange plots and Twilight Zone Night Gallery type stories in them, and you know, if you didn't like the first one, well, it wouldn't matter because there would be another one along in a minute, and every now and then you would get some top talent working on these things as well, which is always cool to see. Of course, they were operating under the Comics Code Authority, so they couldn't do an awful lot of violence. They couldn't do a lot of, there was definitely no blood or gore or all that kind of stuff in it that you would probably get nowadays, because, you know, they didn't want to get banned. But what they did rely on was, you know, usually a pretty strong story and a hook, and usually a twist at the end. Always feel these comics were born out the days of EC, Tales from the Crypt, Vault of Horror, all those kind of stuff, yeah. But like I said, good value. Pretty much, there we go. Is that the devil? This is story number 2. Where's this going? I have no idea. And there's the witches there. And usually 3 stories per issue. Well, in these standard sized ones. Fred Carrillo again. Fred Carrillo doing the art, Carl Wessler writing it again, yeah. Jim, my God, you'll be killed. No, dear Mimi, you'll be killed. There we go, he's obviously trying to bump her off, but fixing the car, jumping out the car and then hoping she crashes it. You can just see where this is going to go, can't you? Let's see if there's a last panel reveal. Oh, you're dull, Jim. I met another man who wants to marry me. Yeah, could only happen in the Witching Hour. Letters page. There we go. And your usual adverts at the end. Evel Knievel's on the back page. 1975, of course he is. So there you go, gang. Another Halloween issue of the Witching Hour. Hope you enjoyed looking at that. If you did, you might subscribe to the channel. You might not. I'm hoping you do. See you in the next one.